guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. All eyes on the price, of course, on the FOMC meeting tomorrow, where the Fed is very most likely going to rise the interest rates. Everyone is expecting 0.75% at least. Question is, are we getting 1%? If that happens, then I think all hell breaks loose, dollar index through the roof, and Bitcoin will be dumping down. Today we are going to look at a more local level because we do have some interesting trading patterns. If you like this kind of update, then please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think it's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I update you during the day. Now without further ado, let's start diving in. Starting off here with BTC USD pair on the 1 hour, and there you can see that we had quite nice support already on this diagonal line that came in already now multiple times, and now it looks like we are bouncing off. The target that I am looking at here is now to the upside. That is the top that would make a very nice bearish divergence on the hourly, where the price goes higher, the momentum wave goes lower, and this local level here is also the top of 2017. The macro point of control and the macro point of control and the macro value area low have been shifting quite a lot lately. But that would be very nice if we could go up and then really resist from this point. Then I think that was it, and we are going lower. That would actually be super nice. If we are breaking this, of course, then you want to see a retest, but that would actually be pretty bullish. And if that happens, I have to say I probably need to change my narrative of being super bearish, because then we have chances of going much higher. Very locally, yesterday I was looking to short this top right here. Reason for that being is that we had bearish divergence on multiple time frames. This is on the 24 minute where we went low, but the money flow came up. That was a little bit tricky, and also for the 12 minutes where we just went low, but also here the money flow still came up. That was also a little bit tricky, but yeah, eventually I took the short, and I was hoping for the price to go lower so that I can put my stop loss underneath entry, but it just didn't happen. And at a certain point, I think it was 2 a.m. or something, and I was like, okay, you know what, freak it, then I will not do it. That was really around this level. Eventually, of course, it would have been nice if it would have happened, then it would be a nice profit. But I also saw that on this pump right here, I will probably stopped out at entry, because this was the entry level. So this pump would have definitely stopped me out of the trade. There is one other trader setup that I shared with you today on Twitter. If you caught it, then congratulations. I didn't, because I wasn't there. But I shared it on Twitter though, and that is this a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. Here's the head, here's another shoulder. Target would have been approximately, if I'm not mistaken, 18,800 or 18,700. This is the breakout, and that actually would have worked out just perfectly. Let me see, I'm gonna do it correctly. Yeah, it worked out just perfectly, and then we hit the target, and now going higher again. Like I said, I didn't take the trade, also not in a long right now. I really want to see a little bit more confirmation. So actually what would be very nice, let me zoom out, for example, to the 30 minute. Like I said, I really hope that we're going higher until this point and then nuking south. But to maybe enter a long, I would like to see the price here going lower and then making something like a bullish divergence. Because right now, I mean, the trend is your friend till the end, and we're still going very much down. But then I would like to see something like a bullish divergence, for example, on 12 minute, on the 6 minute, on the 5 minute. That would be very nice. I'm also still looking out very locally for a SFP. I think I need to take this one out and actually move it to the bottom here. So let's say we would SFP this bottom at 18,000, let's say 250. And then going higher, then I would also still take the long. And still, then I actually also like to see, for example, a divergence, or at least a money flow coming back up again. That is a level that I'm looking out for. And of course, the bigger level is the 17,600. That was the low from a couple of weeks ago. That very ultimate low that we put in since this year. Other than that, ETH quickly then we hit the golden pocket, now going higher. I have to say, 4 hourly still a little bit bearish. We might print a red dot on the next 4 hourly candle because it looks like the momentum wave wants to roll over. Money flow still in the red, VWAP going down, doesn't look all too pretty to be honest. If we are going further south, so let's say we would break that golden pocket approximately 1300, I am looking out for $1,000 for ETH. Because we had such a nice touch point at that level, and of course it's a psychological important number. I think actually it's quite the move still down from here, approximately 25% or so. Let me check. Exactly 25%. Perfect, perfect. Alright, exactly 25% from the current price move. So that could be a possible trade. What I find interesting for now, this is the dollar index on the 1 hour, is that it looks like we're making kind of a channel where we have a lot of touch points on, of course, both sides. So if this eventually will go lower, that could be maybe then the move for BTC to go higher here. And wouldn't be very perfect if, let's say, we're going lower, then eventually tomorrow we are breaking out here to the upside once the interest rate has been hiked. Because so far this year we've seen with every interest rate hike from the Fed or every negative CPI data coming out, that's also the inflation, is that the dollar index is just spiking up. Crypto is dumping, gold is dumping, silver and stocks. So that is usually what we see. That actually has not been changed at all so far this year. Quickly then, the S&P 500, not trading it actively and just use it as a leading indicator for Bitcoin. I also said already multiple times, once we are going back into this box, I expect some consolidation. We went higher yesterday to fill the gap right here. Let me zoom in, that's a little bit better visible. That's the gap right here, and now we are going lower, and actually everyone is just waiting now for the Fed tomorrow, which is, by the way, 2 p.m. New York time, which is 8 o'clock in the evening European time. So that is very important for you to know. And like I said, for now I'm just watching this. Will this maybe go up one more time? Look at this. Wouldn't this be perfect? Up one more time, then to the downside. That would mean for BTC, down to the downside first and then up, because of course it's inverse. So it trades always the other way. That actually would be very nice, and that's definitely a trade that I'm looking out for right now. Not in a long, not in a short. I just hope that we are going higher so I can build up that bigger short position because I'm still pretty bearish. Now, one very important comment that I need to make. As I said already, the value area low and the point of control has been shifting quite a lot lately, and that is, let's say, just in the case that I'm wrong, let's say the scenario is completely different, we are pumping up, go back, retest the point of control, I think I need to switch my bias and we're going higher. I mean, yes, it's a bear market, and yes, bottom could be anywhere, but I could also be wrong. We always have to take into account that everyone can always at any time with trading be wrong. So if that happens and we are really blasting through, let's say that 20k, maybe retested it as a success, where we then have a retest of the point of control, the top of 2017 and the support and resistance line, I need to switch my bias. We're probably going higher and we are not making a bottom anytime soon. And if that doesn't happen, of course, all that we're still looking out for this price approximately at 17,600 is going to be very interesting. I feel like we're coiling up because the price action so far, yes, you could have traded, but we don't see massive wicks anymore like we saw here, here, and maybe here and in the past. But now everyone is just waiting and looking. One bearish sign that we're seeing that we might not go to that top of approximately 20,000, and that is that the 4 hourly is going to close within half an hour, so it's probably already closed when you are watching this video. We're having a red dot here, money flow not really thick, flew up a little bit down, so this is actually of course a pretty bearish sign. On the hourly, on the other hand, it's complete other way. Then we're seeing here a green dot, money flow looks like it wants to curve up, flew up higher, RSI is higher. So mixed signals. That also makes me a little bit cautious with entering a trade right now. Right away jumping long and jumping short on every pump and dump. Like I said, I was hoping to front run actually the FOMC meeting by entering a short here based on the indicators here at the bottom, but that just so far didn't work out. So now I really hope that we're going higher, make this big bearish divergence. That will be super nice, and then I'm definitely taking the short. If we are doing something like this, I am definitely taking the long and just play to both sides. Alright guys, like I said, all eyes on the price on the FOMC tomorrow. I will most likely not be uploading a video because I'm in a plane and my plane is landing just before after I think the FOMC meeting. So maybe I will try to update you on Twitter in the meantime. If you want to follow me on Twitter, then of course you can find the link in the descriptions underneath. You also find a link to my Instagram. Feel free to follow me there as well. And then finally, last but not least, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think it is useful. And see you guys very, very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.